Hello, friends. Dr. Harold Benson is back with you. And today, I want to talk to you about something that worries absolutely every person over 60 years old: aging. You know, every time I meet with my patients, I hear the same phrases. Doctor, I feel like I'm getting slower every year. I'm not the same as I used to be. I feel like I'm aging too fast. And I understand them perfectly well. After all, no one has canceled the biological clock. With age, energy decreases, muscles become weaker, joints sometimes remind us of themselves with a crunch, and memory can fail at the most inopportune moment. But you know what I always tell them? Yes, we can't stop time, but we can slow it down. Aging is not a sentence, but a process that we can influence. And not only with the help of pills or expensive procedures, but in much simpler and more accessible ways. Sometimes the solution is literally in your kitchen or at the nearest grocery store. One of my patients, Mr. Richardson, 68, came to see me a couple of years ago complaining of fatigue and problems concentrating. He said, "Doctor, I feel like my brain is slowing down, and I have trouble remembering simple things. I also look older than I feel inside." We decided to conduct a small experiment with him, change his diet, add certain products rich in antioxidants to his diet, and track the results. After 3 months, he came back to me, and I was amazed. His skin looked fresher, he lost a few kilograms, his blood pressure returned to normal, and his memory improved noticeably. The most amazing thing is that the result was not given by some complicated or expensive complex, but by a very simple product that you can easily find in a store. Moreover, it not only improves the functioning of the brain and heart, but also slows down the aging process of cells, protects vision, and even helps control weight. And today, I want to tell you about this product. We will analyze what substances in it make it a real shield for your body, how to choose and use it correctly to get the maximum benefit, and what mistakes people make most often. You will be surprised how easy it is to maintain health after 60 years, without expensive drugs and complicated diets. I will give you practical advice that will help slow down aging, improve memory, protect blood vessels, and return the energy you have long dreamed of. So be sure to watch this video to the end, because that's where I'll tell you how to properly combine this product with others so that its effect is enhanced several times. And believe me, you'll feel the result in just a couple of weeks. When we talk about slowing down aging, the first thing that comes to mind for most people is expensive creams, cosmetic procedures, or complex diets. But in reality, aging does not start with wrinkles on the face, but with the cells of our body. And if we want to truly preserve youth, we need to act from within. Today I want to tell you about a real miracle of nature: berries. Yes, simple, familiar berries that many of us underestimate. You might be thinking, "Doctor, I've been eating berries all my life. What's so special about them?" Here's the thing. The latest scientific research confirms that berries are one of the most powerful sources of antioxidants and polyphenols, which literally protect our cells from aging. Let's figure it out. Every second, millions of chemical reactions occur in our body. During these reactions, so-called free radicals are formed, unstable molecules that can damage cells. A young body can easily cope with this process, but with age, our defense system weakens and damage accumulates. This leads to chronic inflammation, deterioration of the heart, brain, joints, skin. Antioxidants are substances that neutralize free radicals, and berries are a real champion in their content. Blueberries, bilberries, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, cranberries. Each of these berries is rich in vitamins, microelements, and flavonoids. Anthocyanins are especially important, natural pigments that give berries a rich blue, purple or red color. Anthocyanins have a powerful anti-inflammatory and vasoprotective effect. They improve microcirculation, helping the blood to better deliver oxygen to the cells. Protect the retina, reducing the risk of age-related macular degeneration. Supports memory and cognitive function by improving signal transmission between neurons. They reduce the level of bad cholesterol and reduce the risk of plaque formation in blood vessels. In one study from the Harvard School of Public Health that lasted more than 20 years, researchers followed 93,000 women and found that those who regularly ate blueberries and strawberries had a 34% lower risk of heart attack than those who did not include berries in their diet. Stories of my patients. Mr. Richardson, whom I mentioned at the beginning, was one of my first experimenters. We made a rule: every day, at least half a cup of berries. Sometimes fresh, sometimes frozen, sometimes in the form of a smoothie. After 3 months, he noticed that he began to remember names and dates faster, was less tired in the evening, and his skin became more elastic. Another patient of mine, Mrs. Carter, 72, had been suffering from high blood pressure for a long time. Medications helped, but only partially. When we added blueberries and cranberries to her diet and advised her to take light walks, her blood pressure stabilized and her mood improved. She herself admitted, "Doctor, I feel the taste of life again." Now, the important part: how to eat berries correctly so that they really work. Regularity is more important than quantity. It is better to eat half a cup of berries every day than a whole bowl once a week. Fresh or frozen, equally useful. Frozen berries retain almost all the useful substances, so do not be afraid to use them. Smoothies are a great option. Add a handful of berries, some natural yogurt, and water for a delicious and healthy breakfast. Pair with nuts or seeds. Fats help the absorption of some vitamins, so a handful of walnuts with berries is a perfect combination. Avoid excess sugar. Jams, preserves, and yogurts with additives are not as healthy as fresh berries. To enhance the effect, I recommend combining berries with green tea. This is another source of powerful antioxidants. And by adding a little dark chocolate, at least 70 cocoa, you will get a delicious and healthy dessert that will support the heart and blood vessels. Berries are not a medicine, but part of a healthy lifestyle. If you have chronic diseases or allergies, discuss a new diet with your doctor. And remember, the miracle effect occurs only with regularity. One serving of berries will not change everything at once, but after a few weeks, you will feel the difference. So, friends, let's sum it up. Today we talked about a simple, affordable, but truly powerful weapon against aging: berries. I want you to remember one important thing: slowing down aging is possible. It's not a fantasy, a marketing gimmick, or an empty promise. It's biology. When you give your body the right nutrients, you literally help your cells stay young, healthy, and active longer. Think of Mr. Richardson and Mrs. Carter. They were regular people, just like you. They didn't go on fancy diets, buy expensive supplements, or spend hours at the gym. All they did was add one small, healthy habit to their lives. And that habit changed the way they felt. Do you know what I like most about such stories? That the results inspire not only the patients themselves, but also their families. I have seen how adult children began to buy berries for their parents and then switched to a healthier diet themselves. Because when you see how mom or dad becomes more active, smiles more often, and complains less about fatigue, you want to support this effect. Aging is not the end, but a new chapter in life. And the better we take care of our bodies now, the more joy, energy, and clarity we will have tomorrow. I always tell my patients, you can be younger than your years. Yes, We cannot change our passport age, but we can change our biological age. I have a little challenge for you. Buy any berry you like tomorrow. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, or even grapes. Start with 1 handful a day. Add it to your breakfast or make a smoothie. And write down how you feel now, your energy level, your mood, the quality of your sleep. In 2 to 3 weeks, do the same. I am almost sure that you will see a difference. And you know what's most important? You'll give yourself another chance. A chance to be with your loved ones longer, to enjoy simple joys longer, to feel like yourself longer. I'm glad you watched this video to the end. Share this video with your friends or relatives. They may be the ones who are currently looking for a way to regain their energy and health. Write in the comments which berries you like the most, and tell us if you noticed any effect after you started eating them. And if you want to continue taking care of your health with me, subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss new videos. In the next episode, I will tell you about another amazing product that helps not only the heart, but also the joints. It is a simple vegetable that is found in almost every kitchen, but most people do not even suspect that it can reduce inflammation and help fight pain. Do not miss it. This can be your next step to health and an active life. Friends, I, Dr. Harold Benson, wish you good health, a clear mind, and many years of illness. Remember, everything starts with small steps. And today's step, a handful of berries, can be the beginning of your new life.